This is Nightly Business Report with Tyler Matheson and Sue Herrera.
So we told you last night, Netflix announced an employee benefit that's generating a lot of buzz, allowing new parents to take an unlimited amount of parental time off at full pay in the first year after the birth or adoption of a child. Perks have become the norm, that have become the norm in Silicon Valley, though, aren't the norm in the rest of the country. So are catered lunches and unlimited vacation days at tech companies, making it hard for other businesses to compete for talent. Jacob Morgan is an expert on the subject and advises some of the biggest companies in the world on the evolving workplace. He joins us now. Mr. Morgan, welcome. Good to have you with us. I'm very interested in this topic, very interested in what Netflix did. But you tell me, are benefits at large corporations getting better overall or worse?
Well, I think what we're starting to see is a shift for organizations to focus on the overall employee experience. Benefits are, of course, a part of that, so I think we're going to start to see them actually improve.
It also depends on what the company does it not? I mean, you've made the point that maybe in Silicon Valley, they produce something different than, say, General Motors does or IBM does. And so, therefore, the work experience for the workers that work for a traditional company might be quite different than those that work for a cutting-edge California, Silicon Valley company.
Oh, absolutely. I mean, I think the biggest thing that organizations around the world can take from this is that they should be listening to their employees and treating their organizations more like laboratories and less like factories. So it's testing ideas and figuring out what makes sense for your company and not necessarily trying to copy what everybody else is doing.
I wonder, Jacob, whether some companies are substituting lower cost frills, like unlimited lattes and M&Ms at the company canteen, in place of more expensive traditional benefits like defined benefit pensions and like more lavish, less employee costly medical plans.
Well, when we think about the employee experience, there are three environments that companies have to think about. There's the digital environment, the physical environment, and the cultural environment. So I think those are the three areas that companies are investing in. Of course, there's no substitute for pay, but a lot of the organizations that I speak with and a lot of the employees that I speak with are actually willing to take a pay cut in order to get some of these other things.
So how competitive is it going to become for more traditional companies that perhaps have not had to look at the overall employee experience as they compete with companies that are trying to lure millennials and people who care more about the total experience?
I think we are moving towards a world where the war for talent has never been more fierce. I think that as we continue to move forward the next 3 to 5 years, we're going to see unbelievable battles and wars for talent, unlike the business world has ever seen before.
Jacob, thank you very much for your insights tonight. We appreciate it. Jacob Morgan, author
Thank you for having me.
of The Future of Work.